Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. Shh. There might be some secrets going on with the Carlee Russell case. The Hoover Police Department is not releasing any records in reference to incidents and reports that happened in regards to Carlee Russell, her family, or anything dealing with her address before July 13th, 2023. July 13th, 2023 was the night where Carlee Russell became famous, right? The kidnapping. But as some of you might or might not know, I am the king of public records, and I submit public records requests to agencies around the country. And I did that with the Hoover Police Department. And what I did was I was asking for everything prior to July 13th. So I want to know if the cops were ever called to Carlee Russell's house. I want to know if the parent or her brother or her brother's girlfriend ever got in trouble with the law, or there was ever 911 calls to their home, or any type of incident reports or anything like that. So I submitted a public records request to Hoover Police Department. But guess what? They denied that request. Check this out right here. And here is the Hoover Police Department responding to the records request. Dear, and then it's redacted. Please be advised that the Hoover Police Department will be unable to fulfill your request for reports, investigative notes, audio and video recordings, transcripts related to, and that would be Carlee Russell's address. The legal authority for this exemption to the Alabama Open Records Act is set forth in Alabama Code 36-12-40, which states, every citizen has a right to inspect and take a copy of any public writing of this state, except as otherwise expressly provided by statute. The statutory protection from disclosure of investigated materials is set forth in Alabama Code 12-21-31B. Law enforcement investigative reports and related investigative material are not public records. Law enforcement investigative records, field notes, witness statements, and or investigative writings or records are privileged communications protected from disclosure. However, 2112-31B of the Code of Alabama does not alter the long-standing and well-established principle that the information contained on the front of the Alabama Uniform Code should be available to the public for inspection. The front page of the I.O. report contains only the date, time, location, charge of the incident. No information related to the victim, suspect, or the officer narrative is contained on this front page. There is an administrative fee of $5 to obtain this document. Should you wish to obtain this document and or have any further questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. Respectfully, Shanna Anderton, Hoover Police Department. So they might have some sort of incidents that happened at Carlee Russell's address prior to July 13th. Would cost $5 a get, and you would only get the time, date, location, charge. Nothing specifically. They're trying to hide things in Hoover, Alabama. Do you think so? Or do you think that everything should be kept quiet, under the rug, exempt, not shown to the public? Secrecy. What's your thoughts? So they denied the request. You can't even get police records in Alabama. You can't even get police reports. 911 calls. I guess they just released that specific 911 call because it was a public interest in trying to find Carlee. But normally, they don't even release public 911 calls in Alabama. What's up with that? Most states, public records law, Freedom of Information Act, Open Records Act, you can get this type of information. But Alabama, shh, secrecy. Secrecy. So we might not ever know anything about Carlee Russell and police calls to her house. I think there's possibly been some police reports or police calls to her house prior to July 13th, 2023. What do you think? I am covering the Carlee Russell case. I am the king of litigation. I am. They call me the paper Freedom of Information Act sleuth. I get all kinds of records, but unfortunately, I can't get any records on the Carlee Russell case. I wish I could. And if I do get records, I will share with all of you. Stay tuned.